in my opinion, you have not had a typical Indian childhood if at least a few uncles and aunties have not asked you questions like, are you taking commerce or science? Placement aita, kelsa sikta, when are you getting married? To khushkabri kab suna rahi ho? Things like that. And the list of these questions go on and on and on and on. I call this the milestone interrogation system, and it's almost a cultural rite of passage that every Indian kid has to go through. And I believe the consensus, at least amongst the younger generation, is that these are deeply personal questions. Randomly, you should not ask people this, especially if those uncles and aunties are your father's third cousin's ex-boss's current neighbor asking you that. Like, why? Don't ask those questions. But I was also wondering recently, what if it is a closer, well-meaning friend or relative, right? I'm in my 30s now, and I no longer have the luxury of spontaneously hanging out with my friends or cousins endlessly. And you get to strengthen your bond organically through quality time spent, mutual shared experiences. But life has just happened. We're all in different countries and different time zones. I want to still reach out and get to know my younger nieces and nephews and share parts of my life with them, have a stronger bond. And how do I do this without falling prey to the interrogation auntie trap? That is my question. And I feel like if I do not educate myself better, I will end up asking questions like, are you dating? Do you have a boyfriend? Just out of wanting to keep the conversation going, not knowing what to say, right? So, through some self reflection and some GPT prompting, I've come up with a question that I want to ask rather than these milestone based questions. And it actually starts by stating very directly, I want to be a better friend or sister or cousin, insert whatever relationship. What is a part of your life currently that you hope more people asked you about? Or on the flip side, hope that people stopped bothering you about, right? And I hope that this does two things. One, it's explicitly expressing love. You're stating that you want to have deeper conversations, establish a better relationship, and the intention is to grow the relationship, not to extract gossip. And the second point, and more importantly, you're putting that person in the driver's seat. You're validating their autonomy and saying, you get to decide what topic you are comfortable talking to me about. Right? I'm not assuming that it's okay to ask about when you're going to have a child. Who knows? You might be experiencing infertility. You might have decided not to have kids, whatever the reason is. Like, I'm not triggering any trauma. And I'm also preparing myself if there is a non-answer as a reply. Something like, I don't know, everything is going on well only. Like, I don't know. It's okay.